Welcome back, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. It is a cold and dreary day today. Much colder and drearier than was expected. But hey, you know what? That just means it's good napping weather, I guess. And always a good time then to open up some TTMs. So what we've got today, actually got a really good day here. We got 5 to open up all together. And then we also got a bonus package here that came up that is an autograph. And we will open that one up last and explain a little bit about what that one is. But yeah, altogether we got 5 TTM letters that came back today. So we're going to see what we get here. So a couple of these I have a decent idea of what they are. Some of them I have no clue. So let's go ahead and get started up. Let's start today out in LA. This one I've got, it could be a couple of different things. I've got my fingers crossed for what I'm hoping that it is, because it's one that I've been waiting on for quite a while. So let's see what we get. And this is good that it's a seal envelope, which means it's an older one. Okay, not what I was expecting, but yeah, I'll definitely take it. Rob Blake. Sent these out, and Mr. Blake obliged. Did a 5 of 5 on these. Of note, for those of you that have seen Rob Blake's autographs before, he has got a new Sharpie. For months and months, if not for the last year, he has, and sorry about the light right there, just with the overcastness. Actually, hang on a sec, I'm going to try something here. And see. Let's see. Alright, yeah, cool, that works. It's daytime, so I've got a window like right over there. So usually I try to let that natural light in. I was a little worried with the overcastness that there wouldn't be enough light, but it looks like it looks pretty good actually. Anyway, Blake has been using a black Sharpie forever, and looks like he now has switched over to a blue. So kind of stoked to get these. I wrote to Blake one time last year. And Hall of Famers, I'm always happy whenever I get Hall of Famers added into the collection. So pop these out, and good return. These were out for maybe a month or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. But yeah, not the return I was expecting, but definitely a good return. Okay, next up, let's go to Birmingham, Alabama. So this is thin. So there's only a couple of cards in here. So looking at that and then looking at Alabama, I think I have a pretty good idea of what this one is. I believe this is going to be a baseball return. And yes, that's exactly what we got. Chris Hammond. Back in the day, in the early 90s, Chris Berman, he would always do nicknames. And like Chris Hammond, nickname that Chris Berman gave him was Chris Hammond Cheese. So I just always remember that. There's for those of you that are old enough to remember that, Chris Berman, before everybody knew him for his football calls, you know, he used to be a big baseball guy. And one of his things he would do is he would come up with nicknames for all kinds of players. Like the old Mets outfielder Mark Carrion. His name for him was Mark Carrion, my wayward son. So he would incorporate whatever he could into the names. Like Barry was Barry U.S. Bonds. There was a guy, Todd Frowith. It was a middle reliever, and his thing was, Todd, which hand does he throw with? Frowith. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But anyway, it was like, I actually got a notebook somewhere from back in the day when he would do these, and I would actually write down all the names that Berman would do. I'm sure there's probably a website somewhere out there that has collected all of those over time, but I've got to find it. And like a football one, Andre Bad Moon Rising. So anyway, but Chris Hammond, Chris Ham and Cheese. So kind of cool. This one, FYI, for anybody sending out to Hammond, he does charge a whole whopping $1 per card is what he charges to sign. So got the 1990 score and the 90 upper deck. So yeah, these came back, was out for less than 2 weeks or so, and included in $1 per card. So well worth it for it. Let's go next. Let's go down to West Palm Beach, Florida. Florida, no way to tell what this is. So it could be just about darn near anything. But let's see what we get. Okay, interesting. So, Brad Park. Brad Park sent care of the Bruins alumni. So that came out of Boston, but came back out of Florida. So I guess maybe they're forwarding mail down to him. As is the way with Brad Park. Again, for anybody that sends to him, he personalizes. That's his thing. He'll sign for free, but he does personalize anything. So just kind of be aware with that. That if you send to him and you get it back personalized, just know that that's kind of just his thing. Just like Chris Pronger is the same way. So cool to get that back, a Parkhurst, and then another different Rangers card I didn't have here. This was out of a SP Retro product with it there, at a 14-15 SPX Hockey. So that was one I had come across fairly recently and wanted to go ahead and get that sent out. So a couple more cool Hall of Fame autographs to add to the collection. All right, up next, let's go to Westchester, New York. This one could be a couple of different things. It looks like it's pretty thin with what's in here. Okay, cool. Dave Tailgater. So he kept one. I sent out. I had written to him once about 2 months ago, and had sent out some of his just ordinary Mets cards, and I wrote to him again because I had found some additional minor league set cards of him that I had, and had asked him if I could send them back out to him again, that I'd love to get them for my team sets that I work on. And I kind of put in the letter, I owned up, and I said, hey man, if you recognize the name, I did send some stuff out to you a couple months ago. I appreciate it. If you could sign these for me, awesome. If not, I understand. I'm okay with that. If you feel like I've overstepped with it. So made it very clear up front and went ahead and sent these out. I got to double check because I think I did send him 4 cards. So he may have ended up keeping one, which, I mean, that's always a chance you take with it. So I'll take a look and see. But I want to say there's another Norfolk Tides. I think I had 3 years of Norfolk cards. So I'll have to take a look and see. But cool. More minor league set cards signed. So that's always a good thing. And this came back really fast. This was like 2 weeks or so. But I have done that before with people where, I've... for whatever reason, I've had to send back out to them again, like, hey, I was digging through stuff and I found some more of your minor league cards, and these are not just your ordinary run-of-the-mill stuff, and I make it very clear up front, like, hey, you did sign for me earlier and I appreciate it, and I tell them to say, hey, if you don't want to sign, I understand completely, if you could just send back the cards unsigned, just because they're difficult to replace, and it's pretty rare, like maybe once or twice a year I end up doing that with guys, and everybody's been accommodating. I think probably the honesty up front about it and saying, hey, you know what, if you don't want to sign, I'm okay with that, just send the cards back. But everybody's been cool, so good stuff. All right, last one, coming back out of Charlotte. I think I know which one this one is, and if so, this is like a really quick return, like we're talking like a week's time. Let's see if I am correct in who I think this is. Yes, it sure is. Mike Jaminski. So, I sent 4 cards out to Mike, and he signed 3 of the 4. It looks like 2 of them got kind of smeared here. We got a little bit of a smear there, a little bit of smear there, and that one looks good. So, not quite sure what happened, but okay, whatever. Not going to worry about it. And did not sign the last one. So I don't know if 3 is his limit or if maybe this is a card he doesn't sign. Not quite sure. But yeah, wanted to go ahead and get these sent out and get a nice return here. Nice quick back. And Jaminski's around all over the place. He does a lot of ACC work, so it's just one of those that I have not seen him in person to get him. So, figured fired out a couple of TTMs to him, and happy with the return there. All right, so that's what we got back. So let's do a recap on our returns for the day before I move on to the bonus items. So starting out, Mike Jaminski, 3 of 4. Then we got Rob Blake, 5 of 5. Dave Tailgater, I'm not sure. I'm going to say 3 of 4 because I'm pretty sure I sent him out 4, but I'm not entirely sure. 2 of 2 from Chris Hammond. And then 2 of 2 from Brad Park. So, not too bad there. All in all, we're looking at 5, 8, 15 graphs on the day across 5 returns. So good stuff there. So yeah, and 2 Hall of Famers, adding in a little bit more signed by them, because I do have both of them already, but never a bad thing to add to the Hall of Fame collection. All right, on to the bonus item. So full disclosure here, the video is kind of tight today because I broke my little tripod that I used. I was setting up for today's video and it snapped right here. So like what happens is I slide my phone right in here as a holder, and you can see that. And there's a little connection piece that connects onto this so that it can kind of sit like that. Yeah, that snapped on me today. So no go with using this on the video for today. So like literally I've just got my phone kind of wedged in on a piece right up over here. So I had to zoom in enough so that I can kind of get this piece over here out of the way. So it's a little bit of a tight fit for today. So you'll understand, like that's as good as I can get it there. I can't pull back anymore. What we're looking at here is the Carolina Hurricanes had their Hartford Whalers night recently, and with that they had put up for sale signed mystery pucks. It was a 1 per person, online ordering only, and I was able to get in time to get my hands on one. So that came in today, and I had opened it up, but I didn't open it to see what I got. So let's see here. That's the puck. And okay, this is just my invoice here. So let's see here. All right, so that's thing about the Hurricanes Foundation, contribution amount, deductions, so all that stuff, because you can use the stuff as tax write-off. So got that. And then this, this is the COA for who the puck is. So I'm not going to open that yet because I want it to be a surprise who I get. So let's see here. Now, typically with these, they don't do anything to protect the pucks. Like they don't put them in a puck cube or shrink wrap them or anything. They just kind of wrap them in tissue paper. So hopefully there is no damage to anything here. All right. So number 1, no damage. We got a Warren Foegele. Not bad. Fogel's still one of the younger guys on the team, and let me just verify that. Yeah, so Warren Foegele. The thing that I like immediately is it's signed in gold paint pen, and that is, that came out nice and clean. I've seen stuff. For example, I've got a not years ago, but a couple of years back, I was in New York for the Jean Rattel jersey retirement night, and I was actually one of like whatever it was, 10, 15, 20 people that actually won a signed puck by Jean Rattel for the retirement night. And beyond stoked because I didn't have a Rattel autograph in my collection at that time. Ended up that it was signed with a silver Sharpie pen, and I mean, it looks fine, but it's kind of got that that Sharpie streaking that you see there, where it's almost kind of um, like the middle ink is missing. Like you kind of get like dual lines with it. Um, which again, I'm not going to complain because I won it. It was free with my admission. So and it's got the COA from Madison Square Garden. So totally fine with that. But anyway, back on point though is I've seen stuff where like a puck like this, they would just sign it in black Sharpie or something like that. So I really appreciate the fact that they went and they used a gold paint pen, and I can tell that that's paint pen just with the way that the ink is laying on that. As opposed to using a like a silver or gold Sharpie, or I've seen, like I said, a lot of this type of stuff, just using a black Sharpie. So cool stuff there. And just showing that a little bit closer. It's just got the Hartford Whalers logo, 2021, and then the Hurricanes logo on the back, and limited edition. So not bad. Could have got a lot better, could have got a lot worse with it. So this is kind of a middle of the pack graph. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, that was kind of a neat little item there. Shout out to my friend Mel, who she let me know that these were going on sale, so I could snag one. I was actually out shopping that day, and I was sitting in Walmart over in the sporting goods section, and just kind of found a corner and sat there and set up the whole transaction to make sure I got one. So cool to get this. Cool puck to add into the collection. All right, so recapping on the day. 15 graphs that we ended up with our TTMs, plus our Hurricanes, Hartford Whalers night puck. So not a bad day. Good way to start off our Saturday. So let's go ahead and wrap things up for today. Thanks again, everyone, so much for watching. Appreciate you spending the time. Hope your weekend is going well for you and continues to do well. Appreciate all the comments and feedback that you guys give. And keep it coming. And until next time, everyone, make sure you're having fun out there. Make sure you're staying safe. Want you around for a long time to come. And hope your mailboxes continue to stay full of ink. Until next time, see ya.